You guys, this is regular old dandelion weed, but normally you go to the store and they have the big fat dandelion. This is the same dandelion that I grow. It's a weed. You know, you recognize that weed from your garden. Probably have food all over my face, but I want to get these little warnings out to you about dandelion real quick because a lot of people just forget. I was checking on WebMD, seeing what doctors are saying about dandelion. And they're like, oh, it's a safe food and it's safe in medicinal quantities. I have to disagree about it being safe in medicinal quantities. It is a strong diuretic. There are diuretics that are in the drugstore. People have caused all kinds of imbalance with them. But if you go to your average emergency room and you're having a problem and you tell them you took some dandelion supplements, they're not going to know how strong of a diuretic that is. Mainly only herbalists know. I know plenty of people who've gone to the emergency room because they took a dandelion supplement. It's safe as a food. See that dark green leaf? That's a food. You see how dandelion is such a strong flavor? Most people with a Western taste are not going to want to eat just dandelion raw. We will saute it with some bacon or something like that, have it with some cornbread, but we're not going to overdo it with the food. But once you start with the supplement, first of all, your body needs to be prepared for dandelion by you tasting it in your mouth. When you taste it in your mouth, the body says, oh, something bitter is coming. Let me gear up for this particular food. I know how to handle this. Let me do this. When you take a supplement, you allow dandelion to give your body a sneak attack. And dandelion is a warrior. You don't want no Trojan soldier dandelions in your stomach, because when that dandelion busts out of that innocent jail, it's gonna start taking no prisoners. Dandelion is not taking home any prisoners. It's kicking everybody out the house. You know, dandelion makes you go to the bathroom. It's that kind of diuretic. Dandelion is going to pull water out of each and every cell. If you have heavy metals in your system, it's either going to concentrate them or remove it. It's fighting the whole way. And that has sent a lot of people to the hospital. There's birds fighting over some corn on my fence. I don't know where that corn came from, but they stole it from somebody's garden. But in any event, so I'm going to give you those warnings. But in a food, if you saw my video where I showed how the swelling went down in 5 days, it was dandelion. I was eating dandelion leaves, and not many, you know, just a few dandelion eat. It's a extreme diuretic. I was going to the bathroom. It was sending me to the bathroom. All kind of stuff coming out of my system because the dandelion was just bam, bam, you know, just right, left, cross, punching bugs in the liver, you know, just taking them out. The dandelion works holistically. It attacks at every cell in your body and removes the water. When you're using dandelion, you need to eat more water. You need to drink water. So like if you're on that coffee and diet soda, you're going to end up in the hospital with cramps. And doctors know about people with the coffee. They're going to know how much water have you taken. But they're not going to know that you exasperate the situation by adding dandelion to it. So I do not recommend dandelion supplements. Because I know of too many people who ended up in the emergency room as a cause of it. And there are people who I probably don't know who didn't make it. Because they weren't under the care of an herbalist. They just went into a store, bought some pills, go online, it says it's safe in the medicinal quality. And they didn't get to somebody in time. Dehydration is not something you can live through in the way that dandelion can do it to you. You're going to experience cramping. You're going to experience pains in your stomach. You're not going to feel thirsty. I just want to give you that warning. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, because it's that serious, because of what I've seen. Now I can get to why, as a food where you're tasting the bitter herb, recipes in this video. Dandelion relieves joint pain. It relieves inflammation. It moves excessive narcotics out of your system. You need to know that. Because if you are one of the many opioid addicted folks and you add dandelion to these pills, you can go through withdrawals. Okay? That's dandelion. She takes no prisoners. She don't care a thing about a morphine. When you're like, morphine, you want a piece of me? She's like, get out of here. And she makes the opioids bow down and leave. You know, so if you're under the care of a physician and you're going through healthy, safe withdrawals, dandelion is an ally because it'll get it out of your system, you know, and with the help of a team, it'll get it out of your system. You get through it faster. But you're going to deal with it. But if you're not quite ready to give it up, and dandelion is going to take out any other thing that you would take as a replacement, it's out. It's out. It's going to concentrate the metals. It has a potassium metal effect. But it helps. But like, for instance, you don't take dandelion, you don't eat dandelion and then go take acetaminophen or Motrin or any of those kind of things. Dandelion does help with headaches. You know, you're having pressure headaches because those come from that water retention. You're eating a whole bunch of salty food and pork and different things like that, and it's not agreeing with you. You're under a lot of stress. Dandelion is soothing. It's a spring tonic. It's useful. And you can take a look at the way, how swollen my joints were, how I was affected by the illness that I have been dealing with, and how that dandelion just, the trauma to my joints, the dandelion just took that water out. And I'm now in less pain than I was before from eating just the regular food amount, 6 or 8 leaves for my little skinny self. You'll see in this video the different ways I've been eating it. I won't touch dandelion tea, because dandelion tea goes down too fast. I need my dandelion to go down rough and slow so that everybody's ready for it. And you will get a metal taste in your mouth from dandelion. That's something that lets you know you're dealing with dandelion. You're dealing with a warrior in the battle for health and independence. You know, it's not to be played with. I don't recommend the tea. The supplements, forget about it. You don't want to do dandelion supplements. Please don't pick dandelions where people have put pesticides. Even if you put pesticides in your garden and you think, oh, that was a long time ago, maybe last year, go to Whole Foods, buy some organic dandelions that are guaranteed to not have pesticides in them, because dandelions tap root and they have everything in them from deep within the soil. They pull up the minerals from the soil and replenish the surface of the soil, which is why they're such a strong fighter. So anyway, that's my little talk on dandelions. It worked for me. It got rid of the swelling. It's easy on my stomach. So if you can't take aspirin and all that anymore, but you have inflammation, it's not hard on your liver. So it's got some benefits as a food. You know, if you can't stand the taste of it, then you need to find something else, because this is not safe unless you're chewing it and preparing your body for a heavy amount of metals and vitamins dug up from deep within the earth and encapsulated in dandelion. So thanks for coming over. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Bye. Stay blessed, beautiful. So, since my herbs were taken, I tried to use the ones that were left. See all those lumps?
I'm gonna go to Whole Foods now and see if I can use something from there. I can't figure any other grocery store is gonna be able to come close. We'll see how it goes. So this I did with Whole Foods. Remember how my feet were looking when I didn't have the herbs in my garden in my diet, because I'm fighting off a very aggressive disease. As I told you guys, I'm on hospice, so the medical profession has determined that there's not much help for me. But this is the results of dandelion and thyme. So we cut up a fourth of a head of lettuce, and I'm going to add some dandelion leaf to this just to give it a more intense flavor and to reduce joint swelling. Go in there really. It's nature's diuretic. This piece is really small. Yeah, that's good enough. Now we're going to chop the lettuce a little here. That's a nice salad mix for today. Add some of my garden tomatoes. Of course, if you've got fresh garden tomatoes that you grow organically, so they're full of minerals, these taste like a bevy of minerals. Minerals give foods a sweetness. This has got all kinds of potassium and iron and goodness there. A little bit of red onion. Just a teeny tiny little bit of red onion will do. Should be enough. And this red onion I got from Whole Foods, so it has a nice thick skin on it that I don't think I'll be able to chew through. So I'm taking that off and into my little compost bin. And again, not a fine chop, because you want to taste the onion. I think I want a little more lettuce in this. So let's plate this salad up. This is the plain lettuce that we're just using as our base. And then the lettuce that has the dandelion in it for our joint pain. That's next. And then, of course, some garden tomatoes whenever you have them. Mandatory. And some red onion for that sulfur. Really good sulfur there. I forgot I had these yummy things for my salad. I love figs. Fresh figs are a summer treat and a winter treat. Figs bear twice a year. So if you can get there before the rest of the animals, you can do pretty good. These give you your minerals too. Sweet things have a lot of minerals, and figs are extremely sweet. They're like jam, like God made jam, you know, right on the tree. You don't have to cook it down. It's done by Jesus. Actually, to kick up the probiotics in the stomach, I got some pickled beets here. And they have a good amount, beets have a good amount of iron in them naturally. Full salad, full of health.
Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful.